Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you will be fine and safe from the coronavirus. It's your English class and I'm your English teacher. Today we discuss the unit number 3 Anansi and 5, the rest of the reading of page number 27. Today our learning objectives are to improve reading and comprehension skill and to enhance vocabulary. Students, you open your home task and also open your books in front of you and listen the whole lecture very carefully. Okay, let's we start the reading. First to come by was little Mrs. Rabbit. She carried a basket full of sweet potato pieces and walked slowly because it was heavy. Anansi stepped forward and smiled. That looks like a big weight. Please rest a while and help me. I don't know how to count, so I cannot tell how many yams I have planted. Okay, I explain this paragraph. In this paragraph, students, first of all, Mrs. Rabbit passed by and carried a basket full of sweet potatoes. Anansi was ready to make full his prey. Mrs. Rabbit was so kind, that's why she stopped and listened Anansi. Okay, now come to the next paragraph. Mrs. Rabbit was so kind, so she stopped. She put down her basket and hopped along the row, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a flash and a bang, Mrs. Rabbit disappeared. Anansi gulped down the whole basket of sweet potato in seconds. He licked his lips and sat down again to wait. Okay, here in this paragraph, Mrs. Rabbit stopped and she started counting the mounds where Anansi planted yams. She counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a flash and a bang, Rabbit disappeared. Anansi eats the whole basket in a second. Now Anansi waited for the next prey. Not long after he heard little footsteps on the earth and looked up. It was Mr. Duck. He walked along with his chest held high and his feet made a slip-slap sound on the path. He had a big bag with his lunch in it. By his side, Mr. Duck stopped when he saw Anansi and asked him how he was. Now Mr. Duck reached near Anansi. He carried up a basket or a bag with his lunch. Now Anansi's eyes glistened as he looked at his bag, which is full of lunch. Anansi asked about Mr. Duck how he was, because Anansi was too much greedy and want to eat and want to make the whole passenger who was passing near to him. That's why he stopped anyone and asked him to count this amount of the earth. That's he forget. He didn't know how many yams he planted here. Okay, this is our today reading. Now students, open the next page. Here is a activity or questions for you. Read question number 1. Read the paragraphs carefully and find out at least 5 nouns and verbs right into the relevant column. Students, you know very well in the previous lecture I will tell you about what are the noun and the verb. Naming things are called noun. The name of any person, place, thing, like school, teacher, Amna, Dipalpur. Like some are the proper nouns and some are the common nouns, and you find out at least 5 nouns from the previous reading page and write down here, and the verbs. Action words are called the verbs, and you find out at least 5 verbs and write here in the column. Now come to the question number 2. Circle the synonyms to the words in bold in each row. Here students, these are the words: charming, furious, glum, scowl, piled. These are the words and these are the different synonym, and you choose the best one. The synonym of charming is delightful, furious. Furious here students you circle, very angry, glum. Glum mean sad, you under or you circle the word sad. Scowl and angry, angry expression you circle this word, and piled mean collection, you circle this word. Now this is your home task and I will tell you also, and I help to solve this home task. Okay, here is a question. Read the paragraphs and say whether the following statements are true or false. Come to the first one. First to come by was a little Mrs. Rabbit. Yes, this is correct. You mark the statement correct in the box. She carried a basket full of sweet banana. This statement was false because Mrs. Rabbit carried a basket full of sweet potatoes. 3-1 Mrs. Rabbit was so kind, so she stopped. Yes, this is true statement. Last one, Mr. Duck did not stop when he saw Anansi. It's false statement because Mr. Duck stopped when he saw Anansi. This is our today lecture. I hope all of you will understand. Allah Hafiz.